Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber. My name is Hannah, and today, even though it might be a little bit late, I am filming my March favorites video. Before we get into the video, I would just like to say that I would really appreciate it if you guys would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And if you have any more video suggestions or comments about anything that I mentioned today, please leave them down below in the comments section. Now, let's get on into the video. I don't really have many items for the month of March that are my favorites because I don't really have a big makeup collection. It's just a little bit like over here. But I do have some items that have stuck out to me during the month of March. A majority of these items I did use during my last YouTube video, which was my everyday makeup look. To start off, I am going to talk about some skincare items. I don't have the worst skin ever. I do have a little bit of breakouts kind of here and in here, but it's just hormonal acne because it was my time of the month, not trying to be TMI, but it was. And besides that, my skin is pretty normal, but I do run dry, especially because here in Wisconsin, it is winter and it is April and it snowed and I'm just over it, but my skin does run dry. So these two items that I'm going to mention are literally like a lifesaver for me. I was going through a time with my makeup where my foundation would just cling onto this dry skin, kind of like on like the sides of my nose, mainly like kind of by my nose ring, but that's normal for me. But then it started spreading further into my cheeks and like up into my T-zone, up in between my eyebrows, and it would cling there, and there were dry flaky patches, and I've never experienced that before. But these two items, if you have dry skin, I would highly recommend, but one of them is on the higher end and I'm trying to find a dupe for it. So that higher end item I got from a friend that got it and she did not like it for her skin, and I love it, and I hate that I love it because it is so expensive. It is the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme Global Anti-Aging Cream. So this is what it looks like. It is a 1.7 ounce tub of this moisturizing cream. I only apply it at night because it is a thicker cream, but it just is very thick. It's kind of like a body butter type texture, and it doesn't give like a greasy type feel to your skin, but because it is so thick, I apply it at night. So while I'm sleeping, it will really nourish into the skin. But because it is so expensive, I'm trying to find a dupe for it. So if you know of a very like thick, good moisturizing like face moisturizer, please let me know down in the comments because I'm trying to find a good dupe to this. So the other item that has really helped with the hydration of my skin, I got off of the Shop Hush site, but I know that you can buy this brand on many other sites as well as their like main hosting site, and it is the brand The Ordinary. And I never heard of this brand before, Shop Hush, and I saw how affordable it was, and they were using such like fancy terminology, like scientific terms about the skincare items and what they were used for and the ingredients in it, and I was like, this is a breath of like not fresh air but different air, you know, like it's overwhelming at first. And like going onto their website, I was like, what do I choose? Like, I have no idea. And this item I have is the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. I don't know what the B5 is, but I have heard that hyaluronic acid is like an ingredient that really helps absorb moisture into your skin. So hyaluronic acid, I've heard, can actually hold, I believe it said like 100 times its own weight in moisture, like liquid. If I'm wrong, I'll put like the real number on the screen, but it's a good amount extra. So what I do is I put that on, I put 2 little drops onto my fingers, put that onto my cheeks, like I mix them into my fingers, put them onto my cheeks, and then I put another little drop onto my forehead, mix that in, and then I put my moisturizer on top. And I feel like that really helps get my moisturizer seeped really deep into my skin. But the tip for this item is don't apply too much. I used to put on so much thinking it would help absorb so much more, but if you're applying it and then you put a moisturizer on top or you keep on massaging it into your skin, it will peel up, like kind of like a gel face mask, it'll feel like, just kind of coming off. And you don't want that. You'll want it to just spread and put a nice even layer onto your skin. And you can tell that I've really used this up. Like, I'm 2/3 of the way done, and I believe it was $7, and I have had this since September or October by chance, and it's lasted me this long for only $7. I would highly recommend this one. The next item I got from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and it is the Hydrating Under Eye Primer. So I put this just a little bit, like half of a pea size, and split it into two and put it under the eye. So 1/4 of a pea size under each eye, rub it in, and then I'll put my primers on top. And I feel like this really helps from like products sitting into your creases and making it just look very dry and cakey underneath your eyes. And I honestly really like it. It feels like very smoothing, like it is filling in those crevices, so the products will not go in there. Kind of like a pore filling primer, which I really enjoy underneath my eyes. The next product I have been using for months on end is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara, and I am in the shade Blondie Brows. It is a small little tube, but the wand is smaller, which is what I love about it because it's not huge compared to my eyebrow, you know? And it has little fibers in it, so it does make your brows seem fuller, and it does kind of leave a little bit of a crunch onto your brows, but I like that feeling because it lets me know that my brows are in place and they are not moving throughout the day. If I'm having a lazy day and I'm just putting on a BB cream, some concealer, then I'll whip out this and a mascara, and I am set for the day. And I believe they have some other shades, and it is very affordable. I got mine at Ulta. You can get Essence as well online. I don't know where else they are at, but it is very affordable. So next I have 3 products that I didn't really know if I wanted to include in this video because they were like items I mainly used in my last video, but I thought because I am a smaller channel and not many people have watched that past video, I would mention them anyways. So the first 2 are highlighting products, and the first one is the Rosé Highlight Collection by Bad Habit Beauty. You can get this one on Shop Hush. It has a nice big mirror and then 6 beautiful shades. This shade, the white one, is called Shine. I like this one on a more dramatic day. And then the shade Cheers is a nice everyday shade for me. It's very blinding, but these shades, oh, they feel like butter. So blinding, that white. Look at how they bounce that light off. Beautiful. Another highlighting product I really like is the e.l.f. and Heart collaboration in Cookies and Cream. First off, the packaging is beautiful. It is this gold color that is very reflective. When you open it up, it has this good size mirror. And then these are the 2 shades. So I personally have not used the darker shade on me, but I stick with a lighter shade for an everyday, just nice sheen. If, like I said, I'm putting on BB cream or a lightweight foundation and I'm just out the door, I will pop this off and it will make me just look more put together, like I've tried hard, even though it literally took a second. And say I put this on and I decide I want a little bit more, I will top it off with the shade Shine or Cheer, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And the other item that I was kind of iffy about mentioning into this video is the palette that I mentioned in the last video, which is the After Hours palette from Bad Habit Beauty. This is also from Shop Hush. I got mine in a 4-pack. The other 3 palettes are also based off of the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. I was very iffy into warm tones for the longest time for having pale skin, but I love this palette for if I just want an everyday color onto my eyes. I might not even put the shimmer on the inner corner. I will just leave it matte and just head out the door. And if I have to go on a trip, or I'm just spending some time at my mom's, or I'm in a rush, I will whip out this palette because it has everything all in one, and I don't need to be digging through and trying to find things from different palettes, and I know what I'm gonna do with this one. So the last two items I have are lipsticks, and these are the actual like sticks, not a liquid lipstick, which is weird for me, but these are from the AOA Studio line, which is off of Shop Miss A. So they were $1 a piece, and they are the Wonder Liplocks. And I have them in the shade Chai and Blossom. So today I am actually wearing Blossom. The lighting is making them come off a little bit more red than they actually are. So I'm gonna swatch them for you. So this one is Blossom. They do have like vanilla fragrant, which is, I really like. So this one is Blossom. So let me swatch that for you. So this one does make it kind of look a little bit oranger, like, sorry about my swatches, my hands are like pretty bony, so they do get like texture, but like that kind of makes it look more like it actually is. It is more of a like pinky, reddy, mauve toned brown, more on the mauvey red side, which I really like. It's more of an everyday look. It fits with a lot of things, and the scent I just love. So this one's Chai. Let me see if I'm in frame. That one's a little bit better. So it's a little bit of a darker, more brown toned version of Blossom. So the reason why I love these lipsticks, besides the fact that they are $1 a piece and they smell phenomenal, is they slide on like butter. They're so creamy feeling. Like, if you could tell by the swatches, they didn't drag. They just went on so beautifully. They feel very nice, and they dry down matte. They do kind of feel a little drying, but they stay on so long. They say that they are the 24-hour lipstick. I haven't tried them for 24 hours, but they do last a long time. Like, I noticed that sometimes they last even through some of my meals, which is really insane because which is bad to say, I like some greasy or butter-filled, like not butter-filled, but more buttery and greasy foods. Sometimes when I have had these on, and they last through it, like the color is, the color is still like this bright pigmented color, and if they do tend to come off, it'll be like in the inner like center area, and it'll work its way out. A majority of the time it won't, and it'll just kind of, it won't look too dramatic. Like, I'll ask my boyfriend how they look, and he said, no, it looks fine, and I'll look in the mirror and I can tell that some's coming off, but it's like going into like a natural ombre kind of, and I'll just take some and dab it on the inside, and it'll just blend in with the other one. So that is all of my March favorites. I know it's not a lot, but it is my first one, and I am slowly getting into more, and I don't have a big collection, so I don't really have much to address without giving you my whole collection, but hopefully throughout the months I will gain more products and get to share more of my insight and experiences of products with you all. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye. If you close your eyes.